Yo, what's going on? We're here, we're live. Me and Coach Hader, and we're going to talk about everything that just went on over this past year. I've spent the whole entire year on prep. When did we start? We started in January. So I took December. I took the whole month of December. This time last year, actually, because we're at the 20th of November now, and about 6 weeks from the end of the year. So probably about now. I stopped training last year, and I didn't train for about 6 weeks, did I?
No.
Over November, back end of November, December.
Mad to think about it, isn't it?
My knees were killing, my elbows were killing. There was so much stuff going on in life as well, and I couldn't even sleep because I had so much anxiety.
How much can we talk about
Do you
on this?
remember that? I think we just talk here. If I need to cut anything out, then I'll cut stuff out. But I also think as well, like the deeper we get in, like the more I'm willing to talk about it, because the people that stay and listen that long, I feel like they're
going to be invested a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, they're invested enough to like hear that kind of stuff. Whereas like right at the start, we just need to cover like the basics. But then if we want to go a little bit deeper, we'll go a little bit deeper like later on, because I'm pretty open with everything. To anyone that was willing to sit through like 15-30 minutes of us talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. So we'll get deeper as we go in. But on a base level, I stopped training and I almost gave up bodybuilding, really.
Yeah.
And then I just said, fuck it, we just got to have one more shot at it, one more run. So then we began.
You were doubting yourself a fucking lot, weren't you? I've never ever, obviously, you know, when we first started, like 4 years ago, you was in a bad place and you was doubting yourself then. But since then, you've obviously had your ups and downs like every competitor, but you weren't like you were this time, where I was having to tell you to like fucking shut up, like what you're talking about. And you were like, I'm a shit bodybuilder and my fucking elbows are fucked, my knees are fucked, what's the point? And I was like, this ain't, I've never heard that. I'd ever heard that from you, you know what I mean? So like, for you to be there at that point, because although, you know, you are, I imagine that people see you as somebody who's a bit brash, very confident, loud, etc. And you do have a base level of self-confidence, but there's also a lot of times where you doubt yourself a lot, you see yourself in a negative light. And I think what you are, if I'm honest with you, is one of those people that can override that and do something else, where you might feel very shitty about yourself, but you know what you've got to do and when you've got to do it, and you can kind of put that to one side and then be the Dudley that everyone sees and knows and go out and fucking make content, talk with confidence and attitude, you know. But at that moment in time there, it was like, boom, there was nothing coming out from anywhere. And I was like, mate, what the fuck are you on about, bro? I had to like say.
I think my mum even messaged me around that time because I wasn't even posting on Instagram and like.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Nothing was coming out. There was usually you maintain that level of content regardless of how you feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, you was proper quiet, proper doubting yourself, and you know, I'm not sure everyone understands how passionate you are about training, but you love to train and your body was not allowing you to do what you wanted to do. And even since then, you've had to really change your training because, I don't know how much people know about you in the gym, but you're one of the strongest pound for pound people that I've ever seen train. Like nowadays, you're a lot heavier than you were, so I guess.
But back in the days, the thing is, like, I was lifting more back in the days than I was now. Like, even in like the news in Dubai, the amount that I was squatting.
So that's one thing that sticks in my mind more than ever. So back then, like I said, pound for pound, but now because you're a lot heavier, it's a bit different. But pound for pound back then, was fucking wild, mate. Like doing 5 plate free weight squats for reps on your own without a spotter or anything as well, like just dicing with death in the fucking platform. And then I used to see you, I remember when you was, can't call it being prep, but being fucking coached by Hyacinth. And I was being coached with him at the same time. And I remember thinking I was strong, and then I seen you like blasting the 70s on incline or something, dumbbells. And I was like, the fucking this cunt, what's he doing? Honestly, I was like, bastard. You know what I mean? Like, you are, when your body allows, you are fucking strong as fuck.
I do have small periods now. I think I benched like I did the dumbbells muscle unit earlier on this year in the universe prep. So there is points where I can do it, but I just can't do it as consistently as I used to do it. No. Just because but it was like as soon as you get that first injury, it's just like a knock-on effect from there. Everything my body just kept saying no, 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 and I think that's
it was mad, man. It was horrible. It was horrible to see.
As soon as I hit like 25, it's like my body just started to crumble with the weights. And it's
because you've always been very much inspired by people like Jordan Peters and stuff like that with their training, and you've always followed that trend, and that's really what built your physique in those early stages, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it will obviously end up happening to most people, like, but not everyone will talk about it. Like JP's fucking broken now, his body's in bits, but he just finds ways to still do what he needs to do in that manner. Whereas you've changed your training now to continue to train, and you've made mad progress from it as well, which is very impressive. But at that time, going back to that, it was hard because there's not a lot you can do as a coach in those moments, apart from try to motivate and get them going and stuff. But when you know that somebody's main fucking element of joy is the gym, which it was at that time more than ever. Now you've got so much more going on. I think that you enjoy other bits a lot, not maybe more, but around the same kind of.
But I had to find that. I've been forced to do that because I've been pushed out of training. So like I've been forced to try and find enjoyment from other things.
You just used to get in that gym and lift and make content and talk to the camera and breathing down the camera when you're like in between sets, and it was all raw and real and and that was for pure enjoyment. Like you weren't doing them videos trying to get mad views or anything. You just wanted to share your training content, right? And then all of a sudden you weren't able to do it, and I'm like, I remember you sending me videos of your squats and how I was like, right, try and sit more back into the squat so we're taking more off the knees, but we're still going to get some quad activation as well. And you were worried about losing your legs, and there was all that. Okay, now you got to do high rep work and single leg work, and like everything was just becoming a bit of a fucking nose to get what you wanted out of training. So you were in pain constantly with your elbows, and then you have that compounding negative effect because one of your weaker points that we really wanted to improve on was your arms, and then you weren't able to train your arms the way you wanted to or needed to train your arms. So then you get another, right, I can't train how I want to train, so it's getting me down. And now it's impossible to improve what I need to improve, so it's making me feel down even more. So you were
basically, so like this time last year, I was just walking into the gym already pissed off.
Yeah, exactly.
I was walking through them doors like, what am I walking through there? Because I know as soon as I start training, I'm going to have to stop training. And then I get one exercise in, I'm like, I'm done. So then I decided, like, I'm just going to have to take it off. I'm just going to have to stop training this whole month because I think my first day back, I think I trained on Christmas Day, but that's just more of a mental thing for me because of just kind of my life. I need to train on Christmas Day. So I think that was like my first day back in the gym. But yeah, going back to the Jordan Peters thing, I wouldn't be anywhere in my training without Jordan Peters. I think the Train by JP app, that was booming at the time of my like prime coming up. If you think everyone my age at that time, it was just before COVID, wasn't it? Or just around that COVID time, everyone had the Jordan Peters app and Train by JP app and just looking at him smashing weights. So then that's what I was doing, just lifting heavy shit. And that's where I first saw you as well. I remember in that prep, because obviously I was men's physique then, I'd just sit in my car and nap during prep, and I'd be watching your videos and stuff like that. And then I competed against you in the overalls.
2020.
Yeah, 2020. And then that's when we like first spoke.
Yeah, that was sick. I remember that day like it was yesterday, actually. Because I remember walking you to my car after to give you them cookies.
Yeah. My dad was driving. I remember me and my dad, we went to Mackey's after that as well. I got like a Big Mac and stuff.
Yeah, because I remember your dad was with you. Yeah, man, that was
So
good.
yeah, that's how we first met. But then, obviously, I moved over to Dubai, and then this whole situation started. I was
Yeah.
coached by Jace for a bit. I did a prep with Jace where we didn't actually get on stage because of just there was just an issue, you know how
Oh,
it
the
is.
fucking Spain thing,
Yeah,
wasn't
so I
it?
flew I did a full prep, flew all the way over to Spain just for him to basically call me up the night before and tell me you're not allowed to compete, which really annoyed me because I was tagging them in stuff and I was saying that I'm competing and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. They could have told me before I spent all the money on prep and traveling to Spain from Dubai and all that kind of stuff.
You were on your content game then, really, weren't you, as well?
Sorry guys, I got a cold now as well. Yeah, and but
I
the only
remember
reason
you
I went straight to
documenting a
Spain is
lot of that.
because Jace told me it'd be all right. He said he's done it with other people before, and he said because of the COVID situation, obviously I can't get back to the UK to do the certain qualifier that I need to, so I can pay for the registration and everything will be all fine, all that. It's a whole situation, but anyway, so yeah, I did that prep with Jace, and then I think after that is when I got injured. And then I got injured and I was just by myself for ages and no one really reached out to me because I'd stopped training. Like I wasn't really training at all. That was my elbow injury. And then Hader reached out to me like kind of out of nowhere and said basically you don't seem like yourself. And then that's like come to the gym with me tomorrow. And then that's kind of where
Yeah.
it all
I
started
think we
from there.
trained
And then I
legs,
went
didn't
from
we?
there.
I think we trained legs that day.
No, we trained chest because I remember I like double strapped up my elbows and we're on the fly. I've got the
I
video.
remember we had one leg session and we used that Panatta hack squat and it was horrible.
Yeah, I
Remember
think
that?
my legs were all right then. It was just my
Yeah.
elbow one. Because I think I was training legs maybe like once a week or
Yeah.
twice a week, just because that's the only thing that I could do.
I
But yeah,
remember, I remember it. I remember telling you like, you can't just stop. Like you fucking this, you're too good to just fucking give it up now. You've
yeah,
not
my
even done
elbow was
it
so
yet.
bad though,
No
man.
one's even. You've not achieved what anywhere near
I
what you
couldn't
could
even
achieve.
lift up a frying pan at that point. Like that's how bad
Yeah.
it was. But yeah, and then the first prep that we did was we went straight into a prep there, didn't we? Like 8 weeks out from the Arnold's.
Yeah. You
So and
did
I did an
men's
8 week
physique.
prep, men's physique, went into the Arnold's, placed third.
Third. I thought you should have placed at least second that day, at least.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Definitely. This is the
But
thing.
it was
Like,
good.
I hate.
It was good for an 8 week prep though. Like, and
Mate,
remember,
yeah,
like,
you look
it was a
really.
6 week prep with PDs
I came
because I
over
got
as
back
well,
to
didn't
England
I?
and I had no PDs when I got back to England.
Yeah.
Remember? So, so like the last 2 weeks were also with no PDs.
This is the thing as well. This is why, well, one of the reasons why you are a good bodybuilder is because the level of genetics that you have is very, very good. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of people that could survive that latter stage of prep without anything.
Yeah.
And
I
you,
just didn't have enough money. Like I just
yeah, I
moved back
know.
from Dubai. Stuff was all over the place. I needed to sort my life out. I moved back into my mum and dad's, which didn't even have room for me, so I'm sleeping on a sofa. And then like I'm walking to the gym every day because I didn't have a car. And like it was just, but I was just doing what I needed to get done really. And I was like, I can't
That's
afford any
been,
PDs, so I'll just
I
run
think
through
that's
it without
been
PDs.
the narrative throughout your kind of journey is regardless of how fucking hard it gets, you always find a way to do what you need to do. And where most people would just fucking sack it off, wouldn't walk to the gym, wouldn't fucking go and get the food from a supermarket and prep it in an uncomfortable situation at the mum's when they're sleeping on the sofa and there's not much room and all that. That's where you always have that self-discipline to know that you need to still remain on that kind of path. And,
Yeah.
and that's why you get to where you are now. And that's also why when you do have the environment that can propel and push and put you in a place where you can succeed, you then apply that to that and you fucking
I
skyrocket.
think that perfect prep environment is still loading. I think like in not next year, but if we
Bro,
compete
this
again
was
next
the
year,
one. This is probably the worst prep environment we've had.
I think not this year, not next year, but like maybe like 2027,
Yeah,
that could be
once the
set up.
things have been built, I
Yeah,
would
once
say yeah
everything's been
confidently,
built.
but I know what you're like. You'll be
There's
fucking
always
trying
something
from
with
the
me though. There's
hell.
always something.
Yeah.
There's always something. So the second prep we did the Arnold's. Then we went. The second prep was. Did we go classic from there to
Yeah,
the
Spain. That was
Spain
last year, man.
amateur Olympia?
But we did
Was
obviously
that one
two
last
goes.
year?
You did two. No, it wasn't last year. It was 2023.
Yeah,
Because
Spain, two
you
bros.
did your regional at my show. that I sponsored, and you got
And that was the year that I had
screwed
the
over
abscess in my
then.
shoulder.
Yeah, you got screwed over then.
Yeah, I feel like I did.
Big time, mate.
I'm not gonna say it, but like I'm gonna say
Mate,
that.
listen, this podcast, all right, I'm not somebody who gets upset over placings because I've been at the raw end of them a few times, and I completely understand the game as well as anyone else. But you gotta, you know, you gotta say it how it is sometimes. You know, if it's black, it's black. If it's white, it's white, and you've got to say what it is. And at the end of the day, there's body.
I should try and pull up some of these
If you
pictures
know
to.
bodybuilding, you'll know that decisions don't go the way they should sometimes, and it's as
Yeah,
simple as that. You sometimes see it on the biggest stage in the world, in the Olympia, right? You know what I mean? So it's not something that's unheard of, and I'm not here slating any federation or slating any judges. I'm just saying you got screwed over that day. You should have placed a lot better, and
yeah,
and everyone was in agreement. It's not just me saying it. You know what I mean? Because even the lad that won your class was saying it. You ended up doing fucking multiple podcasts and training sessions and shit together. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Everyone knew it. But then you went to Spain and it was your first kind of dipping your toe in such a fucking huge show. And everyone and anyone who's done an Emilio show knows what kind of production they put on over there. Like, don't ever go to a UK show and think that that's what NPC shows are like, because don't get me wrong, there are some poor standard ones, but Emilio does not mess around. Big venue.
I'm just gonna share this on the screen now so people can see, right? Because I want to give some visual.
Yeah,
So
get
I'm just running
your
it back
Arnold
here now.
up.
So yeah, I've got Arnold up here. This is 2022. Can you see that? Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
So that's the Arnold 2022 look, men's physique. Where did I place there? Fourth? Third?
Kid in the... Did the kid in the middle win? No, the kid in the white...
Him. First, second, third.
Yeah. That's what done you. Because you was going crazy
they didn't
on
like my
stage.
routine, did they? They didn't like my
Because that head judge is a bit moody. I know him well.
But I'm always going to bring that kind of charisma to the stage. That's just...
You can hear me shouting. I don't think it was so much the routine. It was like everything in between that.
Yeah, but it's about the physique, man, not about the fucking...
I
Look,
know,
my face is serious there, man. Come on, like...
You look
what am I supposed to do?
You look really good as well, bro. And you smoked everyone.
Is that face there, yeah? Is that doing shit like that?
I think you would do stuff.
I'm a dickhead, mate.
He's a pro on your right now, on your left there in that shot.
Yeah, isn't it? He is.
Yeah.
Third there. But
So's the one on the other end. So's the one on the other end.
Are they other? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I placed where I did, because pulling stupid ass faces. So yeah, that's 2022. We did a video after the show as well. What was my post-show meal there? We went to some food court thing. Look at that, burgers, chips. That was banging. All right. Let me bring this back to here. I'm going to go find the next one now. I just can't go through my entire photo roll to the next one because I don't know what kind of pictures that I've got in between then and the next year on this camera roll. So the next year was, like we said, that was the...
Yeah, we did my regional. And then Spain pro qualifier. And I was at both of them.
Yeah, I'm here now. I'm here. And this is the one where I had the abscess in my shoulder and my glute as well. But obviously the glute was easier to hide for me.
Yeah, because we were pulling you, fucking making sure that your trunks didn't show it, weren't we?
Yeah, we can see some of these some of these shots, like how bad it was. Let me share this again now. So this is the second prep that we did. So these are the pictures. Me being a dickhead again.
You were skinned for that show.
Yeah,
Fucking
look at that
peeled,
fucking
mate.
field.
Look at
That's what I
you.
wanted to look like. Look at that
That's
edit.
a
I was like, this is what I'm
crazy
gonna
shot.
look like.
Bro, that is a crazy shot, even without that fucking edit.
Yeah, I didn't put that one on Instagram. I did put it on Instagram. I said, this is what I want to look like. So don't think I edited this and then put it on Instagram like that, because that would be fucking wild.
How do you do stuff like that, man? It looks sick. 'Cause I remember, see, that's UK, isn't it?
Yeah, so now we're looking at the delt. If you can see the right delt here, that's
Yeah.
where that abscess came in. And I spoke to the judges after, and they was like, you would have won the show if you didn't have that in your shoulder. Look at it there.
Yeah, bad.
So that was
Look how
stressing
peeled you were, bro. Fuck.
peeled.
Yeah.
Yeah, peeled. Just look at the delt though. It's fucked.
I know, man.
Then I had it in the glute as well, but we could cover the glute, so that wasn't too bad.
It was at the top on the right, wasn't it?
Yeah. So looking at the pictures from this show.
Oh no, that wasn't my show. That was a different show.
No, this was. I think your show must have been the next year, the following year.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
This is JT Grand Prix. Still. I was peeled there. I think it was more peeled than Sam.
How's that kid there beat you? You come fourth there, didn't you?
Did I? Let's have a look. It's because of my delt. They said I would have won the show if my delt wasn't. Because look at Sam, who did win the show. He's beautiful. He's got amazing shape.
His legs.
Oh shit.
But condition-wise, you smoked it.
Yeah, condition-wise. Glutes, hamstrings, chest. He's just got that classic shape. He's just got a real classic look on it. And from the back, see that guy? There's no way that guy can.
No.
Did I finish third there?
I don't know. Where's the medal shots?
I don't have a clue. But then I was doing everything I could to try and get rid of that abscess on my shoulder. So I went and
I remember
stuff on it.
You're probably just making it worse.
Yeah, I was just making it worse, like irritation. But we're just trying to see if we could just get anything out of it, or. But I ended up having to get a full-on needle in it from the doctors, which I still feel like I can see it now a little bit, but it's not as prominent. I did have some liquid extracted from it, but I only just got that done, 5 months ago now?
Yeah.
So it's still a pretty recent thing. So then from there, we then went on to Spain from there.
Yeah, so this was your first international, 2022.
Share screen.
You never did another one, did you, after my show?
Did we just call it a year?
I think that's when you decided to just do PCA.
So this is Spain. Actually, I feel like this is one of my best placings. I look tiny in these pictures. When I've looked back at them. Again, we were still dealing with the delt though, weren't we?
Yeah.
The delt issue, because it was only a few weeks.
I remember being out the back with you here, keeping you moving, because every time you sat for too long, you were losing the condition in your lower body a little bit.
That trim's called. Yeah, peeled. I feel like this is one of the placings I'm most proud of, because there was 50 guys there that day, 60 guys, and when they called back the top 15, I was like, no way, because they only called back 15 out of 50 guys, and when my number got called in that, I was like, no way, and then I hit top 10. I think it was a 10th.
Yeah, he's skinned,
but my legs look small.
The level of competition there is fucking super high.
Yeah, and like we said, there was 50 guys on stage, and I managed to crack that top 10. I don't know how. If I did this again now, there's no way I'm not winning it. Come on, if I'm getting 10th looking like that, come on.
Yeah, you'd be there, man.
Look at that front shot. Look like a little child.
But that's partly your issue, though, isn't it? The weight cap.
Yeah.
Remind everyone what your weight cap is. and me.
Weight cap is like, what is it? 84
84?
kg? 84.
84, yeah.
I think we was on stage at 92 this year, somewhere on 90, 92. So
And
I'm
you
almost
feel
10 kg above. But as soon as we start going down past 200 pounds, that's how I know.
when you
Like I
start
start
getting
losing myself under 200 pounds.
below 90 kilos, you start looking a little bit. Because the problem is, I'm not sure how in tune everyone is in understanding of bodybuilding. I remember having one with you out there, absolutely ruined me, and I lost
You
my
left. You had some edibles in the bag, and someone robbed your bag.
I lost my bag because I was that buzzing. I don't know how what everyone knows about bodybuilding, but the thing is, once you suck down to that kind of body weight, right, and you weigh in and you make weight, you have literally 24 hours before you're back on stage to try and fill that physique out and keep it dry.
Yeah.
Bring a level of, bring a physique that you can feel can compete and try and win, right? So you've already pulled yourself down from where you're your best, which is around the 90s, 4, 5, 6 kilos, and then you've got to try and fill out. It becomes an impossible game to look anywhere near your best.
We can look at the island show after this. That's what I did after yours, the island
That
show.
was
Because
it.
I remember we was filling up. We was filling up
Don't
like we're
remind me of
eating once
Ireland.
every hour. So this is after the Spain show. I got this tattoo on my arm because remember, I had a rough position here. I don't know what we're talking about, but I am the architect of my own destruction. I can't remember what was going on.
You had your breakup, and you found you had a call.
Oh yeah, I did.
You had a call mid-session and broke down.
No, she broke up with me the day of the show, I think.
But I remember mid-session, I think you spoke to her or something, and you just fucking broke down.
No, I couldn't get hold of her. She was just ignoring me the whole day of the show. And I'm like, are you going to watch my show? Are you going to watch my show? And she was just ignoring me because obviously, long story, she's living in Australia and stuff now. I was in a long-distance relationship for a year. And yeah, I was doing that show and she was supposed to be coming back like 2 weeks after this show. So I had everything planned for her coming back. I don't want to talk shit on her because like we're still cool now. We are cool. We got over it. We spoke about everything. She admits her wrongdoings. I admit my wrongdoings in the relationship, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, I was just so upset that she wasn't going to watch my show.
You were training and you started getting really upset, and I was like, "You better fucking fix up now." I was like, "You're fucking
literally like the day of the show, she breaks up with me, and I'm like,
fucking day, mate. You need to fix up."
Can you not leave it like
we are in the gym, mate. We are in the gym right now. You better fucking stop this shit now.
So mentally, I was just in a position, and then Hader was just like, it's your own head, like you putting yourself in this position. So that's why I got the tattoo. I am the architect of my own destruction. Yeah. I got that to just remind myself everything's in my own head, and I got to take responsibility for everything, like how I'm feeling. Because the only person that's going to keep putting me down is me. I just have to keep pushing on forward. So, yeah, that's that story. Moving it on to the next show. Let me find the next one. I might break this into 2 parts. We probably can break this into 2 parts. One where we go through all this like previous stuff. Yeah. And then the second part where we go through everything. Because it'll be about 45-minute episodes, maybe. Because then we can go through everything from this final show. So I'll break it down into 2 where we go through everything previous to then... now. So the next year's show, where are we at? 2023. Oh, that's me in Italy there. I remember that. I was fucking young fucking Italy. I was fat.
You went with Nemo, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh man, like Nemo.
Is he out yet?
No. Not heard from him. I don't know anything that's going on with him. Where are we at? The next show, Arnold's 2024. What year is it now? 2025.
No, it weren't 24.
It must have been 2024.
No, you did. That was 22, wasn't it?
No, that was 23. Because I was with Phoebe.
Ireland.
Another one of my failed relationships.
Were you with Phoebe in Ireland?
Yeah. Because I don't think she went.
Hold on a sec, bro.
Because I was with all the boys one time, and that was the whole situation last year as well. All
One
the
sec.
Ultraflex boys.
All the kids have just got back, so just pause it a sec.
No problem. Can I even pause it? I can just carry on chatting shit.
Yeah, well, you can just edit this bit, can't you?
Yeah, I can just edit it.
What shall I do? Because obviously I'm on this podcast now. Yeah. I mean, what are you lot doing? How long do you reckon we got?
I don't know. We want to go through this last couple shows, and then we'll go straight from this into what's happened this year.
Yeah.
What, like
probably about 15, 20 minutes. You sure, yeah? All right, thank you. Go on, Paul. I'll talk to you after. Hey, baby, okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Bye.
See ya.
Right, let's bring this on to the next window. So, here we are. This is the next year. So this must have been your show here.
Yes.
This is your show, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And that's 23, isn't it?
No, this is last year.
Are you sure? Yeah, look, 24. Fucking time flies so fast. Look how much bigger you are there, man. Look at that back shot in comparison to like Spain.
Yeah.
And the glutes. Zoom in on it.
Is that guy on the left the guy that just beat me in the PCA Pro show?
Might be actually. Yeah, that Lee. You look mad, mate.
We've got
I was well pissed off with this.
Where did I place here?
I think this was your 4th place.
4th place? You're taking the pace. No way I got 4th place here.
I was well pissed off, because it was my show. I paid like, I don't know if I should disclose how much it cost me.
A decent amount is all you need to say.
Yeah, fucking good fucking lot of dough, right, to get my name on that show and make it my show. And I thought, you got to give me one result, mate. I didn't get one.
It's not even like it shouldn't. Like no matter whose fucking show it would have been.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no. But you know what I mean.
Anyway.
Like football where you play at home, and you get the result.
You expect to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that routine as well.
But can you brighten it up? It's gone dark.
Nah, I don't know. Let's press that. I don't know if that'll do up. Enhancing videos. It'll probably make it worse.
You look so good, mate.
Yeah, I look fucking good there. No way I placed 4th there.
No.
Did I?
But this is where you are in a better place in terms of leading into the prep and the prep.
Because I was with Phoebe, I think, so I think maybe
there was stability there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is actually, for anyone listening, important for when we come to our prep for this latest show, in terms of how important stability and that structure to your life is. Yeah, because they give it the boys.
Yeah. He's just got his pro card yesterday, didn't he?
I think you came 3rd.
Yeah, I did, because the black guy came 2nd. He was nice, full, round.
But they didn't have your condition. I really do feel like you fucking should have won that show, man. And I'm not being biased there. I think people who are watching it can see the shots.
It was just more aesthetic. It was just, I think, the look that they were going for on that day. What routine did I do?
I'm steering me straight right.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, decent routine that.
Really nice.
But yeah, 3rd place there. Take that back shot.
No one had that conditioning that you had.
Post-show treat as usual. Nothing mad. I mean, an apple. And then I went to Blue Sakura and we absolutely smashed a bunch of food there, didn't we? I walked out of that place mad, like with food. Oh, I couldn't even walk actually. I think we tried to walk and ended up getting a taxi. But yeah, that was a good look. So then we went from there to Ireland was the next one, wasn't it? So that's when we were kind of expecting to turn pro at this one. We really was expecting to become IFBB.
I'm gonna sound like that fucking bitter fucking guy.
I know. I'm not meaning to do it.
Gets upset about every place.
I do.
I ain't like that. I promise you. I ain't like that. I promise you. But
I do feel like I've just earlier, like not.
You got to say what's black and what's white, man.
I just feel like there's just certain situations where I've not got what I'm deserved.
No, and
this just back to back and always happened with me with the IFB. That's one reason why I moved to PCA, because I didn't. If you think, hey, I've not won an IFBB show since I was with Team LRF.
Yeah,
I've not won an IFBB show in 6 years, 4 years, 5 to 6 years. Do you know how mad that is with all the looks that I've brought?
Yeah, it's not right.
And then I go into PCA and sweep everything in that one single weekend.
Yeah.
So this is where we come to open as well.
You know, like that kind of thing there that happened to you within the NPC, it happens a lot to a lot of people. And I don't want to say this like that if you'd have carried on, you'd have turned pro. But I'm very confident if you'd have carried on, you'd have turned pro. Because it happens. Like, people just keep turning up, and then they get it. Do you know what I mean? It's just that you'd had enough.
Yeah. I stopped enjoying it. You stop enjoying it when you feel like you're just getting counted out every single time. And every single time you feel like you're having to act a certain way when you're speaking to certain people. And you're having to try and, like, politic your way into a win, and I don't want it to be like that. And I know I'm having to politic my way into a win because I've been told I can't turn pro because I'm sponsored by Insight Subs. I've been told that I need to sign with a certain company if I want to turn pro. I've been told these things on a phone call, so I know it is the truth. And I don't like that, and I think that's just I started to fall out of love with the sport. And I really just wanted to love what I was doing again, and that's exactly why I decided to do PCA, because I just wanted to enjoy it again. I wasn't enjoying doing this and feeling like I was just not getting a look in that I was deserved. So this was the Ireland look.
I think you need to explain here now about doing 2 classes, because this is a completely new thing that we'd not tried or even...
Yeah, so we was like, let's do open, just because I don't want to be that classic, that open guy in bodybuilding trunks. Because I am starting to put on more size. We know that we're getting close to the weight cap, and it was really hard to reach. I think we didn't eat. I didn't eat for 24 hours. If we scroll it back to like these pictures here, these are fasted for 24 hours because I had to weigh in, and this is just coming out of weigh-in, and I'd not ate anything the whole flight over to Ireland. So it'd been about 24 hours that I'd not ate.
Still look crazy though.
Or drank anything.
The level of tissue that you were holding then was fucking very impressive. Like I said a minute ago, this is why this is very significant to this prep, because of where you were stability-wise and what your physique looked like going into this prep.
And then this is what you were talking about kind of earlier about the carb up, like having to force it all in post-show, post weigh-in. So these were the meals like we was just... every hour, I think every hour I was having a meal like this.
Because I was in Norway with another client for a show. I remember it because I remember talking to you on the balcony and having you on FaceTime.
The timestamp saying about 4 o'clock there. I don't know if I got a picture of that of the next meal, so no, I don't know.
Also, all these shows have been no diuretics, by the way, not one.
Yeah. This was another one of the meals at night. Just the same thing. We were just running that like literally every hour, that meal. And then these are from the open class.
The issue was we couldn't really even bring a much different look for the Open because of how we were restricted for the Classic.
Yeah.
And you still fucking did really well.
Yeah, I did. I think it's just muscle maturity and stuff like that,
Yeah.
innit? Like,
It was
in the
really
open
close.
class.
The top three, the three of you were all fucking really close.
Have I got any comparisons? I must have comparisons, I'm sure I
I
brought
think
them.
the main guy was like, well, didn't the winner come from like Brazil or somewhere? Because
Yeah,
that
this
guy,
guy,
weren't that guy talking shit about you in the red?
I
And then
think
you
he was.
beat,
I think he was saying,
did
like,
you
oh,
beat?
classic guys thinking that the bodybuilders,
Yeah.
this, that. Yeah, he did beat me. He did beat me. But I wouldn't say it was a. Come on, I wouldn't say it was a easy win. I'd just say it looks a lot more dense, doesn't he? But he looks like a
He's been
bodybuilder.
doing it for his whole life. It's your first ride out.
But yeah, that Brazilian guy there won it.
Yeah,
I still
just
look
good
good though.
shit.
I held my own, and you got to think
Yeah,
like I'm what, like 26 in this, 27.
yeah,
What was I last year? 28, 27, 27.
27.
And he's probably like 42. So like almost double the age. So I think I did hold myself well in that open class.
And this was your first big win, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then this is when I lost out the pro card. I didn't get the pro card there.
I thought you were going to get it as well,
Classic
man.
class. So that's the class that I won. And then we would have gone back for the overall, won't we? Got overall pictures. No, that's not overall
You
pictures.
stick this Mac on charge.
Yeah, no stress.
Been on it all day.
These are the overall pictures here. So, close between me and, it's called Mark, is it? Yeah, I do think he had me.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I feel
Have a
like
look. Go back. Right, let's go shot for shot.
Go on.
So, he ain't got you there.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you see? I see you with the.
Midsection.
You've got a very nice vacuum. You've got bigger sweep to your quads. You've got a denser chest. For me, you win that shot. I think he's got you in the upper body there, for sure.
Chest. That's something that I've worked on massively this year, is chest. Back.
You win the back shot. You win the hamstrings.
Hamstrings. Yeah. Again, chest, he beats me.
Yeah, he's got you there. That's 2-2.
The back double, he beats me on that.
Does he?
Yeah, I don't think I'm putting my hamstrings on right. I don't think I'm probably making myself look big enough in terms of
width. It's close. 3-2.
He takes me on that ab and thigh just about.
Midsection.
Just because of the midsection.
There was no classic pose there to compare, was there? He's probably a bit older, a little bit more mature in his.
Yeah, it is. I think it's maturity. I think a lot of it's just down to maturity. So yeah,
that's a very, very close, and some of those shots could have gone either way very easily. You went holiday after that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Gained
so
like 20 pounds and like.
That's the first time that's the first dirty post show I've really had where I've not thought about sticking to plan and I've just gone for it and just.
Because I was like, "What are you doing? This ain't you."
Yeah, so that was meal. This was my breakfast. So that was the first part of my breakfast. That was the second part of my breakfast. That was the third part of my breakfast. That was the fourth part of my breakfast.
Don't do this at home, kids.
That was the fifth part of my breakfast. 5 parts to breakfast. That was my breakfast, guys. Oh, that was banging. That was banging. They did these things called Christmas cookies, and I absolutely loved them. These things here, I think, was Absolutely banging. Then I took a screenshot of like Bumstead's big houses. So that's that. So yeah, we've gone through the entire timeline there, running up to right now. That we wasn't supposed to do that, but I guess we got another
It's
episode
good.
out.
It's good. It tells the story completely, doesn't it?
So we've gone from point right at the start, how we met, to all the different looks, all the different shows that we've done, the transition from men's physique to classic bodybuilding, from not winning any shows consistently, never winning, to then going and winning that first one in Ireland. That's the first. Actually, that's the first NPC show that I won for 5 years over in Ireland. And then, from there, we transitioned to PCA, and that's the next thing that we're going to talk about right now, this year. So, go and watch the next episode. If you've got any questions about anything that we've done over the time period or whatever, just drop me a message, drop Hader a message, put it down in the comments.
Yeah, any questions? If you want to understand anything into a little bit more, depth, where I'm happy to answer whatever.
Solid. Right. In a bit, guys, go follow us on Instagram. Follow the YouTube as well. Subscribe. Stop.